Are you struggling in building your own business startup? If you are thinking to start an online business, today I will share with you how I built my business startup from struggling making $100 per client to $10,000 per client with $100 capital. So I will cover the 4 biggest business startup challenges, the business startup cost new business owners need to know, and how I built my business startup from scratch with $100 capital. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jen Kua, and I teach everything about the step-by-step breakthrough solutions that gives you the edge to set your own rule business foundation that scales. So you don't need to depend on anyone or anything when it comes to money making in the 21st century. So if you don't know already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification so every time I will drop this kind of video just like this, you will get notified. So are you ready? So let's jump into it. Business startup cost new business owners need to know. So over 8 years ago, I left my highly successful job and start my business startup from home. Now that I am a little older and experienced, I just thought to share my business startup journey with you. So when you're starting out a business, it can seem pretty confusing. I want you to ask yourself an extremely important question. What do people pay for? People buy thousands of different things every single day. So how would we know if our business can be profitable? So there are several reasons why people buy. Like they want to feel better, or to protect themselves, to make more money, to save their time, or to experience something, or maybe to have a better relationships, or maybe to look better, or have fun, and the list must go on and on. So what your target clients will potentially buy from you? It's hard to answer this, but if you understand the core reasons why people buy, then it will be easier for you to build your own startup. So let me give you an example. So you bought 1 cup of ice cream, let's say to satisfy your boredom. And you bought some financial books designed to get your finances into good shape in preparation for your early retirement. So this is also will help you how to handle money better for you to retire comfortably when you reach 60. So if you will analyze this example, boredom and money, these are the 2 core reasons why you buy things. So people pay for something to satisfy their desires, wants, and needs. So what are the common startup challenges? So there are several reasons why new entrepreneurs fail even before they get started. And I will just tackle briefly some of the challenges business startup faces. So the first startup challenge is money. So this is the #1 reason why most business startups fail. When money becomes the #1 issue, this can lead to procrastination and worse, failure. So many entrepreneurs also find that success comes easier when they have the money to invest in their businesses. But is it possible to build a startup without any money? So the startup business model that I will share with you today will tell you how to build a business startup for less than $100. So the startup challenge #2 is no business plan. Many future business owners struggle to create a business plan. So here's the thing. If you build your business startup without understanding why people should buy from you, your startup is doomed to fail from the start because you truly don't know what type of business is accepted by your target customers or how many units you can produce if there is a demand. I purposely didn't start my startup with any business plan because I knew that I would only get a sense of real income once I tested my business idea in the marketplace and not on paper for me to see if someone will pay me. So once the income stream is up and running, you can then make a better business plan and create a more accurate sales projection. So for me, that's more important than a complex business planning. So third the startup challenge number 3 is shiny objects. Most business startups, including myself, are susceptible to shiny objects and distraction. The key is to determine what goals you want to achieve. And setting time frames allows you to work towards your goal more efficiently. If you know what you want and why you want to build a startup, then you can remove all those distractions around you. Use your time working towards your goal, your system, and your outcomes. Constantly compare your outcomes to your goals and continue to evaluate your system. So your system is your own machine that will give you results. Okay? And number 4, startup challenge is your mindset. So this is really a big thing. Building and growing a startup, it takes courage and right mindset. Your mind matters to your own transformational from your old identity to your new identity as a business owner. So there are imaginary obstacles and action obstacles. So imaginary obstacles are things you think will happen that will get in your way. So this is your belief system. So imaginary obstacles are not real. Okay? You are just making this up. While the action obstacles are actual obstacles that you will encounter along your journey. So many successful and famous people had to fail over and over again before they achieved their successes. Like Thomas Edison's teacher called him stupid, and he was fired multiple times, failing 1,000 times attempting to invent the light bulb. So we need to control the way we think and recondition our minds because successful people take their full lifetime to build their own mental structure. So persistence is something that can only be learned through failures. So if you never fall down, you cannot learn how to get back and evolve for the better. So once you decided to start a business, expect hardships and never give up. So you need to own your outcomes. So now, what is the best business startup? Actually, there are plenty of ways how to start an online business. And most of them are difficult to make a living from it. And it will take much of your time. So today, I am showing you the simplest and more practical business startup that has the potential for you to get started. Now, it is up to you if you want to take this path or not. So I call this the own rule business startup. It's about testing your business idea for profitability and personal fit through done-for-you consulting. It's about creating something people are willing to pay for. So most business startups have a tendency to make things complicated. It's about the simplicity of putting together what you know, which is your experience or your knowledge, and matches it with what people need. So I will share with you how you can do this and how much capital that you need to put in. Okay? So number 1 is come with a business idea to test. So the total cost of this is 0. Okay? You don't need anything to invest on this step number 1. So whether you have hundreds of business ideas or just one, you don't need to be emotionally attached to any of these ideas because these ideas are free. So what you need to do is just pick one from your idea to get started and release attachment to the perfect idea at this time. If you cannot come up with any business idea, you can just check around, Google it, what are the best business ideas, or check your own inventory, your own talent inventory. What are the things that you are good at in helping people? Or make an inventory about the problems you're facing in your life. Whether it's something that you cannot sleep at night or something that you are annoyed at that you want to solve this problem, okay? So see if you can find a solution to that problem. Because if you are experiencing that specific problem, you can be pretty sure there are others out there who are going through the same thing. So the market only cares about its own needs and desires. If you can find a problem and you have the solution to that problem, you are in business. So the idea needs to be simple because the more complex the idea is, the greater chance that it won't work. So complexity creates chaos. All right? So number two is you need to validate your business idea. So the cost of this in validating your idea is zero. So your idea is the solution to solve a specific problem in the field of your interest. So first, you need to go out and discover the number one problem that people face in your selected niche. So you can just go out and talk to that small group of people. So check where do they hang out. And then remember that you need to know the root cause of their problem. So better to ask why 5 times. Now, does it match your idea? If it is, then simply ask if they need help from you. Because here's the thing, becoming a consultant is what most people daydream about because of the flexibility, the freedom, and the money it could give. So independent consultancy is becoming a popular business startup. And the consulting business startup model doesn't have to be as complicated as what we tend to think. In fact, it can be really very simple. So in consulting, what's important is see how the market reacts when you put out your message. And then be visible to only those people who need your help. And just simply provide the value, the solution that they expect from you. And more people are getting into the consulting field because of job uncertainty. So you need to secure your future, not to depend on anyone or anything to your boss, okay, when it comes to money making. And step number 3, create your MVO. So what is MVO? MVO stands for Minimum Viable Offer. So how much is the cost of this? 0. According to Josh Kaufman, the biggest selling business author, a minimum viable offer is an offer that provides the smallest number of benefits necessary to make a sale. So this day and modern age, you can be a consultant. You can do this done for you consulting via Skype or via Zoom if you have a certain knowledge that you can help someone else with. So the market doesn't care about your degree program, certification, or about you at all. So creating a minimum viable offer helps you gather feedback from potential customers quickly. So this is useful because it's impossible to predict the accuracy if your business idea will work or not. It will also help you to minimize the risk by keeping the investment small and quickly discovering what works and what doesn't. So don't make it hard for you. If your first idea doesn't work, because having $1 million idea, it's completely free. So the reality is, you definitely won't get it perfect the first time. So just iterate it until you get the perfect market match and you feel happy about your business idea. So the fourth one is strategy session. So the cost of this is 0. So just simply bring potential clients to your free 30 to 40 minute strategy session. Imagine that you have a great product that solves a specific problem of a specific group of people in your field. And imagine that you don't tell people about it. So imagine the lives of those people who you could help. But nobody knows that you have the solution with you to help them. Now, I want you to picture their lives 3 to 5 years from now. The struggle, the pain this person had to face because he or she never knew about your service or your product. So this is why you need to bring your potential client into a strategy session with you, how you will fill this gap for them. And step number 5, setting up a business website and funnel. So how much is the cost for this? $35. Okay? So yes, you need to have a website and a marketing funnel eventually. Most business startups set up their website first, hoping and praying this website will generate the right traffic for them. Actually, traffic is the easiest part of your business because you can drive traffic as much as you want as long as you have the budget. So listen, you might have a great product or services out there, but it is not for everybody. That's okay. This is something that when you go to a dress shop and you started fitting one dress and it doesn't fit you, there's no big deal, right? That shop will not close because that dress doesn't fit you at all. So it doesn't need to fit everyone, okay? So it is important that you need to understand this as a new business startup. So all you have to do is find people who do fit at this time. If someone said no to you, what they are saying is the idea doesn't fit them right now. So you have to look for the right market fit. So first is test your idea, validate your idea, and then offer outstanding value. This is the solution to a problem until you close a client and repeat. So your business website is only for you to pre-qualify your potential customers. Once you've got a proof of concept, meaning your business idea works, then you are now ready to set up your business website. So normally, I recommend this for my students and clients to do it last, okay? So you need to close a client first, see how you can solve this problem and get the result for your client before you do your website. And step number 6, once you have already a proof of concept, you already test your business idea, and you already created your website, then this is the time you can create a social business buzz about your business. So the cost of this is 0. So you've been working for, let's say, 6 months for your startup, and the big day is here at last. Your business website is finally ready to launch. Now you need to build an online social buzz well in advance of your actual business launch. So let people know about your business. Create excitement. And when you do this, you will have customers queuing up. And of course, it will take works. But if you have the right message to only those customers you want to serve, the time to kick off your online marketing campaign by creating a buzz through free social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, or LinkedIn, and watch the customers roll into your marketing funnel. And number 7, lead magnet and email marketing software. So the cost of this is $15. So a lead magnet is your pre-selling one page where you will provide a compelling message, your hook, to attract the right customers and give them something for free in exchange for their contact information. So email marketing is an efficient and effective way to enrich business communication, target specific key markets, and it is the most cost-effective way to stay connected with your prospects, existing clients, and future buyers. So there are several email marketing software out there that you can choose from, depending on your budget and comfortability. So I personally use GetResponse, and they provide 1 month for free, and after 1 month, you have to pay $15 per month. But it's up to you. You can choose any email marketing software that you feel comfortable working with, as long as it serves the purpose of your business objective. So having your own customer database is one of the most important business assets you can have. So this is how you can build and retain your customers' loyalty. People on your email list are not only more likely to be a customers, but you can use the power of email to build trust by regularly sending them quality content that brings value to your email list. And make sure that your users understand what they will get from you and why they will benefit from it. Okay? And last but not the least, Google AdWords advertising. So the cost of this is $5 to $10 per day. But if you are just a startup, you can just do this $5 per day. So once you already started generating some profits from your startup, you need to reinvest 10% to 20% of that profit to Google AdWords advertising. Now, why Google AdWords? Google is the #1 hottest and highest conversion traffic in the world. People go to Google if they are looking for something, whether it's for their convenience, pleasure, problem solving, for fun, boredom, happiness, or looking for services or products to buy. So Google is your best friend, your business partner when it comes to building, growing, and scaling your business. So based on Statista, Google has 87% market share as the world's leading search engine tools compared to Bing, Yahoo, Baidu, and Yandex. So it is just a no-brainer. Why not use Google for business? So nowadays, business startups are becoming cheaper with the use of technology. So you don't need any big budget to promote your business. You can stand in front of those lasers targeted traffic as long as you have the right system in place. So if you can convert a total stranger into a paying client, why not spend $5 per conversion with Google? So here, this is my latest campaign with Google AdWords. So as you can see here, for age 18 to 24, for this campaign, I'm just paying $4.35 per conversion. So I'm just paying an average here, about $5 per conversion. So why not pay $5 if I can make $100 per client or $500 per client? So advertising is when you combine the perfect message to your laser-targeted audience. So successful business owners don't care about how many likes, followers, or shares on Facebook. What do they care about is their business bottom line, meaning their profits, if they are making money or not. Your profit comes from finding fits in matching the value to the right group of people in your field. So that's why people will buy your product or use your services. So nobody will spend money without solving their problem. For conveniences, serving their hunger, boredom, make them feel good, or give them happiness. Regardless of terms people are using when they are searching with Google, there are certain ways of approaching problems at a high level that work. Your website layout will get people to take the action you want them to take, or why certain messaging or copywriting techniques work, because they push on buttons that solve their problems. So why many future business owners get stuck in building their business startup? You know why? Because most business startups face some challenges in their mindset, their personal development, to choose to change and venture into the undiscovered areas of themselves. People think they only have one shot at this, so the pressure of that misconception is paralyzing them. So if you are choosing to go into business because you think it will be easier than going to work, then don't do it. Because the reality is, most successful business owners had multiple ideas that go wrong before they had something go right. So the main key strategy to use for your own business startup is persistent to secure your future. So hopefully this guide has taught you on how to build your own business startup and create your own rule and own your outcomes. And if you want to learn more about building your own consulting business without a complex business plan in 6 weeks, you can just click the link below this video. Jenkowa here, your breakthrough guide to design your future.